Hello everyone, this is Green Computing case study on the topic of an organized analysis of green business process management, and myself Akshaya, and we are the team of Akash, Ajay, and these are the topics which are covered in this video. And the introduction of BPM, which refers to concept, methods and techniques that supports the design, configuration, evaluation and administration of business process, is a key starting point. BPM optimization objective typically refers to cost, quality, time and flexibility. Recently, however, researchers increasingly advocate to extend the scope of conventional BPM with an environmental sustainability dimension, that is green BPM. In general, BPI relies on three major traditions: the quality control tradition, the business management tradition, and the information system tradition. Currently, the tendency is these three traditions are merging into a more comprehensive BPM approach. However, the researchers' field of green BPM is currently demonstrating by Green IS, that is the discipline that examines the possibilities of information technique based system to cope up with environmental problems. And literature survey of Alexander et al. Has presented sustainable development and business process management. Business process management today has not explicitly focused on sustainability as a change objective or derived. The intention behind green BPM is the incorporation of environmental objectives into the management of business process. To achieve the objective, BPM has to be extended by ecological oriented components or the consideration of environmental strategy as part of the process strategy or awareness of energy consumption and pollution. Together with an earlier article, consolidation, several contributions of BPM foundations in three underlying process changes tradition: the quality control tradition, the business management tradition, and the information system and IAS tradition. These three traditions propose different approaches to business process changes, and each emphasize some practices over other. Currently, there is a tendency of combining the various traditions in the comprehensive BPM approach. And the literature survey of Bruno has presented a conceptual framework for the implementation of sustainability business process. This research aims to provide a complete solution to achieve true sustainability in a business process, evaluating all relevant aspects. This paper demonstrates a conceptual framework with a case study to stimulate scenarios of potential applications and discuss the simulations results of different aspects organization struggles to success in the implementation. According to Hughie, taking into consideration resources scarceness, increasing pollutions, and the debates on global warming, more and more organizations have now recognized the upcoming need to improve the sustainability of their business process. The matter has gained increasingly importance in the business context and drive organization to put more effort into enhancing resources of efficiency and reducing the production of waste management in the context of their business activities. And the literature survey of thesis, most large enterprises regularly assess their emissions inventories, set reduction targets, and report on their improvements to various stakeholders. However, leading enterprises are even going beyond statistic sustainability reporting by incorporating environment and social activities into their core business process. Organizations are increasingly realize the importance of sustainability, and many are trying to design or redesign their business process that their activities are more environmental friendly. Such companies have understood the value of improving the process to achieve environment excellence. And let me hand over the session to Ajay. He will continue the problem analysis.
Myself, Ajay. This is our case study and organized analysis of green business process management. This is our topic. We say about problem analysis. Being an emerging research field, green PPM underpairing the student using and individually we all accepted classification framework in the field PPM of good and starting point. Example, copy performance matrices. All critical success and factors are in PPM. We make the propositions that which factor can make all users of evaluated scope of green PPM. This meta framework draws the theory of regarding additional problems. Proposed reason. The second category of this consists first three capability extended with the process management capability area and is referred to a business process management BPM. This capability area mainly relies the quality control and business management decisions. Third axis part is the business process BPO adds the remain capability for the process of oriented culture. This is the main framework for the diagram. Main tradition, capability area, evaluation category, translation PPM. In this have six models. What are they are? Process modeling, process deployment, process optimization, process management, process oriented culture, process oriented structure, and these are the translation for the PPM content. Methodology. These are the methodology steps evolving in the PPM. It could be found in the diagram. You can see analysis of explicit and implicit definition. To a common understanding, we need to three problems addressing differences between the green PPM, sustainable PPM, environmental sustainable contribution related underlying PPM tradition, conventional PPM. We screened the 60 papers and found both explicit and implicit definition with implicit 19 out of 60. Green PPM versus sustainable PPM. Two explicit definition uses sustainable PPM. They refer to the three sustainable dimensions such as discipline and objectives in total 17 articles. Green PPM was more appropriate here. Four other articles acknowledge green PPM, next sustainable PPM. Then the other 50 articles knowledge can be green PPM and associated with the environmental consideration. For example, we do not exclude the article on sustainable PPM. Green PPM is underlying PPM traditions, in which the green PPM, sustainable PPM, the business-based management PPM, discussed approach for the managing business. For example, in the supply chain management, these three mentioned in this role are IS green PPM. Five explicit definition describe the green PPM and extension of PPM. With the out of 60 articles, we found the evidence of green PPM and the indisciplined approach. Green PPM versus conventional PPM. In some, 25 articles started general environmental objectives, while 20 articles were more specific. Example, reduction of carbon emission of or energy consumption.
Hello all, myself Akash Rasapan. I have a case study on an organized analysis of green business process management. I'm going to my slide number 16. Slide number 16, its topic is resource and techniques. For analyzing the ways of dissemination and the researchers involved, figure 2 starts with an overview of the type of scholarly dissemination. 12 contributions were issued as a book chapter. 9 of them were published in a book on green BBM. Although this book has 13 chapters, we only consider 9 as a direct green BBM contribution. 4 chapters rather seem to have a main focus on green IS without discussing process centered techniques and were thus excluded. We based the assessment of geographical origins on the institutional affiliation of the first author to examine how strong the topic of environmental sustainability in BBM is driven from specific countries. Solution: a vast majority of authors agree on the term green BBM. Change tradition in order to reduce the environmentally harmful effects on business process. We distinguish green BBM from conventional BBM in two manners. Green BBM extends the optimization of cost, quality, time and flexibility of business process with an environmental sustainability dimension. This means the green BBM concerns the modeling, deployment, optimization, and management of business process with dedicated consideration paid to their environmental consequences in order to facilitate successful green BBM. Next, validation. Validation 8.2, compatibility with environmental and sustainability. Sustainable enterprise consolidates the global state of the art knowledge about how business process can be managed and improved in light of sustainable objectives. Business organization of dominant part of the society have always been a major contribution to the degradation of our natural environmental through the resources consumption, greenhouse emission, and wastage production associated with their business process. At last, the conclusion, the study has presented a systematic literature review of the green IBBM field. We have offered a comprehensive definition for the discipline RQ1 and research agenda by focusing on the current state RQZ and the methods of the techniques RQ3. The comprehensive definition of the green BBM RQ1 facilitates a common understanding to let the green BBM discipline further mature given to the international importance of green economy and the interdisciplinary character of sustainable objectives. There are some references